right, we're here for Playful Parenting Mini Course. Welcome. I'm Amanda, and I wanted to just give you a little introduction here, what to expect and kind of the reasons behind why I created this course and why I'm so passionate about becoming a playful parent myself and helping other moms become playful parents. So this is a 2-week mini course. You'll get 6 different games, short videos that you will be able to watch and get a quick idea of the game and play with your kids. And you'll probably have played these games before or have heard of them. And the power isn't so much in knowing them, but in using them and practicing some of these mindsets that I want to share with you about playing that are really going to help you nurture a bond with your child that makes them feel safe, that makes them feel loved, that makes them feel accepted for who they are, and helps them regulate their emotions and helps them regulate their nervous system. So there's going to be 2 different kinds of games that I'll be sharing. So one type of game is a reset game. So it's going to fill up their little love tanks and reset their nervous systems so that they can continue on in their day. And they might need these over and over and over again. They might need different strategies as well as using these little play games, but they are so helpful in helping our small children move emotions through their body, move stress through their body, regulating their nervous system. Okay, so that'll be one kind of game. And then another kind of game will be more about allowing them to process, allowing them to learn, while also building a bond with them, enjoying them, being silly, having fun. So one of the reasons, actually I'll come back to that. Let me stay focused. Okay, so those are the kinds of games. You're gonna get 6 different kind of games. You'll have access to this mini course for life as long as I have it up on the internet, and I may add more in the future, but I wanted this to be kind of a easily digestible, quick way to get you started on games and not get it too overwhelming, okay? So these videos are short. The next thing that I wanted to share was that I will also be sharing some of the mindset and quick tips for ourselves as the parents, setting the tone in our homes and in our families to help us get into this mindset of play. Because maybe like you, maybe like me, you have experienced a lot of stress, anxiety, just like the workload and mental load of motherhood has drained a lot of your energy, and it's difficult to play. Like sometimes I just felt like I didn't know what to play, I didn't have the energy to play, and as I healed some of my own anxiety and learned more about nervous system regulation and emotional regulation, I realized, play is such a powerful tool. Our kids use it all the time. And how powerful would that be to allow me to join in with that tool and help them, but also co-regulate together. So play is a really powerful tool that we can use to support our kids and build that bond with them, but also help us along our healing journey, along our parenting journey, to help us regulate our emotions and regulate our bodies. It's so healing to laugh and be silly, and yet it was so hard for me for so long, and it's still something that I'm intentionally practicing. It's still something that I intentionally do. So that's why I created this course, because it's intentional time with my kids, intentional time being silly and having fun, because it's so easy in this trenches of motherhood to be like, I gotta do this, the laundry needs folding, the laundry needs washing, the dishes need to be done, the floors haven't been washed in weeks, whatever it is, like we gotta get to this appointment, we gotta get to that appointment, I gotta make supper, I gotta, get the baby down to bed. Like there's a million things that we can be doing and have to do. So being really intentional about what kind of tone do I want in my home, and what are my values as a mother, and what am I intentionally creating in my home. And for me, and maybe that you can relate to some of this, like I want my kids to feel safe. I want my kids to feel loved. I want them to know that I care about them. And if you've ever watched a child, like play is such a powerful tool for them. And they're always asking us to play and inviting us to play. And for so long, I would say like, not right now, or mom's too busy, and it's okay to have those boundaries. You don't have to play every time they invite you or ask you to play. But it is important that we get into the right headspace and be intentional about that time. So that's what we're here for. So that is so beautiful that you are here and that you are also on this journey with me, and I'm so grateful for that. All right, so we talked about what to expect. We talked about the 6 videos for games, 6 videos of mindset and preparing ourselves, and kind of what to look for when we're playing and be mindful of. And then we talked about a little bit about the why. Really give yourselves grace as you get into this, because one of the things that we might get caught into is, you know, like I didn't do enough, or it wasn't long enough. Like we can play 2-minute little games with our kids, and I want us to start celebrating that instead of saying, oh, you know, I should have been playing more or whatever. When we are first starting out on this journey, and if we're have experienced a lot of resistance to playing before, it's going to take time to be more available to play in silliness, and it's going to be a skill that we have to practice and practice and practice. So if you play 2 minutes, I'd love to hear it in the chat and say, you know, I did this. I'm so proud of myself. I'm such a good mom. And the way we talk about ourselves as moms and think about ourselves is so important, because there's a million things coming at us and a lot of it comes from inside our own heads, that we aren't doing enough, that we aren't good enough, that we should be sillier, or we should laugh more, or we should be better moms, and we should do this and we should do that. And there's a million different things. We're beating ourselves up because we lost our patience, and you know, I'm so busy all the time, I don't have time to play with my kids, and all of these things. The truth is, motherhood is a lot of work. And the truth is, you are doing an amazing job. You are the best mom for your kids. You are the exact parent they need. And the more we can be compassionate towards ourselves and create this little bit of space for us to be playful and silly, the more that parent is going to be able, that perfect mother that's inside of you is going to be able to shine. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the games, the silliness. I know you've probably done some of these games before, or have known of them, but the important thing is that you start doing them with your kids, being silly with your kids, and following their lead on wherever they may go. So thank you so much for being a part of this with me, for taking time to create more spaces for play in your child's life and in your life. And I encourage you to get into the chat group, ask any questions, clarify any questions that you may have.